The caption already well and truly won by Dean Askin from Huddersfield. There he is, who on his 350cc Yamaha has dominated the series with 4 wins, 2 second places, a 4th place, man of the meeting at Brands Hatch, and has to be hot favourite for this race. Behind him on the table is Kevin Mawdsley, and he's alongside Dean Askin on the grid, and it's going to be a kick start and away. And this is absolutely crucial, of course, because when the lights go to green, down goes the right leg on the kickstarter crank to put the 2-stroke twin-cylinder engine into motion and produce in the process some 65 brake horsepower, which will propel them at about 130 miles an hour down the Hanger Straight. 10 laps the race, a lap record held by Rob All. Watch for the green, 99.4 miles an hour is the lap record, and it looks as though Kevin Mawdsley's made a good start from second on the grid. Already tucked into the bubble, the Perspex windscreen atop the fairing, everybody round Copse Corner safely. Now, so now the leader goes in down to the right-hander at Beckett's. Well, what's looking like a terrific high-speed traffic jam is unsurprisingly, in view of the past races in the series this year, being led by championship man Dean Askin, who can't possibly be caught. 65 points is held by the second place man in the championship, Kevin Mawdsley, and Dean Askin has already scored 92 points. He's the 250cc production champion, and he's the 350cc production champion of 1985, having finished second in both championships last year and third in the 250 the year before. So he's getting better and better year by year. He can't get any better than he's done this year with 2 championships under his belt. But is it going to be a 5th win in the series, the 9-race series for Dean Askin from Huddersfield? Lap 1 then. Conditions absolutely perfect for this 10-lap race. I wonder if we're going to have a new lap record. We've had them in virtually every race this year, and this is a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. Over the line, and in the lead now is Terry Reimer. This is sensational, because Terry Reimer is a man who hasn't done well in this championship this year, simply because he hasn't ridden in it very much. But 18-year-old Terry Reimer from Lee Green has already won 4 championships this year. He's won the 350 and 500cc BEMC championships this year, and 2 of the other championships as well. He went out in practice today and he broke the lap record unofficially in practice every lap. And tucked up behind him now is Kevin Mawdsley in second position. There was a forecast that this would be a cracker of a race, and young Terry Reimer adopting what some may regard as some pretty questionable tactics as he goes down the Hanger Straight, weaving on the second lap in this 10-lap race and looking a bit ragged in the process. Kevin Mawdsley in second position and championship leader Dean Askin in third place. So the battle is well and truly joined, and Terry Reimer on his way to a lap record, I wouldn't be surprised. 1 minute 46 is the lap record, and that's a speed of 99.4. Kevin Mawdsley behind him, trying to go through on the inside at Abbey, and they take Abbey on these 350 production machines at about 120 miles an hour, believe it or not. And these are machines that you can go and buy, and Mawdsley's going for it as they go into the right-hander at the end of the lap at Woodcote, and over the line now goes number 17, Reimer, into Cox. This is lap 3. Second place, Kevin Mawdsley. Dropping back in third position, the championship winner, Dean Askin. In fourth place, it's Andy Green. They're all on Yamahas. Every rider in this race is on a 350cc Yamaha. And in fifth position, it's Adrian Jupp. But look at the way the first 3 are going. Down to Beckett's. 18 years old, the leader, Terry Reimer. As I say, he's a graduate of the Brands Hatch School of Racing. He broke the lap record unofficially every lap in practice, this young man from Lee Green. He's hoping to go on and race in the 500cc International Series next year on a 500cc Suzuki. And if he keeps riding like this, he's going to be a man to watch in international racing in the future. Not looking at all wild now, but Kevin Mawdsley's right there with him. Dean Askin is with both of them. And Dean Askin's coming out of Mawdsley's slipstream and trying to take second position, but failing to do so. Lap 3, 10-lap race. Look at the way that Reimer gets his leg right out on the corners. That's partly to help weight distribution, and it's a sort of psychological prop as well. Helps to slow you up a bit on the corners if you need to. Extra wind resistance. So Reimer leads, Mawdsley second, Askin third, and 2 and 3 are second and first in the championship. That's another race completed. Lap record 1 minute 46. Reimer's time, I can't believe this, 1 minute 42.94. Terry Reimer, if my hand timing is right, has shattered the lap record by some 4 seconds. And 1 minute 42, and Mawdsley going through, and Reimer right up onto the grass. And 1 minute 42.9 is a lap time of 102.4. That is the first 100-mile-an-hour lap in this 350 series in history, and it's broken the lap record by some 3 miles an hour. An incredible performance by Terry Reimer, but Kevin Mawdsley is going no slower, and nor is Dean Askin, and it's still Reimer. Mawdsley second, Askin third. Nearly 200 horsepower between those 3 motors, and they're alongside each other as they go down to Stowe, and Askin goes up into second position, and back into second position goes Kevin Mawdsley. Right on the sidewalls of their tyres, lap 4. Reimer nearly lost it there. He's just about on the dividing line between maximum speed and disaster, and it's a very, very narrow line. And through into the lead goes Kevin Mawdsley. Right up alongside Reimer goes Dean Askin, and this is Mawdsley's chance to break away. He's got the momentum, but Reimer's having nothing of it. Back into the lead goes the young man from Lee Green. 1, 2, 3 alongside, and my goodness, that's Mawdsley into the lead again. 1 minute 43.5. The lap record has gone again. This is well over 100. It's going to be a 100-mile-an-hour average, and the lap record before was under 100 miles an hour, and the lap record is going to be left at about 103 miles an hour. This is the half-distance lap. Into the hangar straight. This is the fastest part of the course. This is so approaching the hangar straight. Beckett's corner, the right-hander. That's the slowest corner on the course. That's about 70 miles an hour. And it's Kevin Mawdsley, number 2, who comes from Blackpool, who's won twice this year, has finished second once, third once, man of the meeting at Thruxton. The races in the series, by the way, have been held at Snetterton, Thruxton, Brands Hatch, Cadwell, and Dean Askin is leading. Now the champion, Dean Askin, with 4 wins, momentarily leads. But how much longer is he going to stay there? On lap 5. And they were held at Cadwell, Liddon, Donington, Carnaby, Mallory. And now the climax, and what a climax, is on the Grand Prix circuit, 2.93 miles at Silverstone in blue-perfect weather conditions. Dean Askin, number 1 from Huddersfield, leads. Mawdsley from Blackpool, and Reimer from Lee Green, London, second and third, but they could change any second now, and they do so, because Reimer is coming up alongside and taking second position from Kevin Mawdsley. Reimer goes through in second position, over the line, in the lead now goes Kevin Mawdsley. Dean Askin is down to third position, back into the lead again goes Mawdsley and Reimer virtually together. And these riders, of course, really have to trust each other, because they are riding, as I just said, on that infinitesimally thin dividing line between racing disaster and maximum speed. And if they do not trust each other, that could bring the big problem of going off onto the grass, off the circuit, into the straw bales. And I emphasise that the Silverstone circuit and ACU organisers have made sure that there are straw bales in front of the Armco at all the difficult points. And so now it's Terry Reimer back into the lead on lap 6. Behind him, Kevin Mawdsley down to third position, the man who led for a while, Dean Askin, the champion. And Reimer, who's not had any victories in this season at all, looks as though, if he goes on the way he's going now, he's going to win the most important race of the lot in the Marlboro Dunlop Express Clubman Championship of 350 production machines this year, the final. Look at him. A man for the future, definitely. His father looks after his machine, and Dad can be very, very proud of the way he does it. Reimer looks over his shoulder, and he sees Mawdsley and Askin right with him. That'll give him an emphasis to go even faster if he can. It's Kevin Mawdsley, number 2, in second position. We're coming through to complete now the 6th lap, and over the line goes Reimer, 1 minute 42.9. My goodness, 1 minute 42.9, and that is 102.4 miles an hour. The lap record hasn't been broken, it's been smashed to smithereens. Reimer goes a bit too wide there. Mawdsley gets alongside him, but Reimer's back on the circuit, off the ridge bars, which separated at that point where he went off. Masterly recovery, and Mawdsley weaving under braking as hard as he can. Disc brake at the front, of course, and that's what absorbs most of the braking on a motorcycle. You don't use the back brake very much. And Dean Askin's race looks as though it is run. He's still going jolly quick, but Reimer and Mawdsley are breaking away from Dean Askin, the Huddersfield rider, riding at lap record, lap-shattering speed. Lap 7. Reimer is riding a very intelligent and sensible race. He is watching exactly where he is. He is looking to see where Mawdsley is. He is judging his race speed and his tactics. He goes wide there, and that gives Mawdsley, who was on a tighter line, the opportunity to close up. And Mawdsley could get through on the inside at Abbey here. He's got the right line, but he doesn't. Coming through now to complete lap 7. 3 laps to go at the end of this one. Reimer carves across and into Woodcote at some 115 miles an hour on these 350 production machines. Over the line, the lap time, 1 minute 43.2, marginally slower, but still well inside the lap record. There's been a new lap record, according to my timing, every lap except the first standing start lap, and now Mawdsley retakes the lead. He took the lead as they went into Beckett's, as he had done on the previous 2 laps, and that is Reimer's danger point, and Reimer will have to watch Mawdsley, who's through into the lead now on the 9th and 10th laps. Now Reimer's got the inside line, you see. The tighter you can keep into the centre of the circuit there, if the other rider goes wide, the faster you can get out of it, and that's exactly what Terry Reimer did, as a result of which, well, he's leaning on Mawdsley a bit there. I don't think Mawdsley will be too happy about that. As they go into Stowe Corner, Mawdsley, Reimer almost turns round and pushes Mawdsley away. He had his left hand right off the bars there, pivoted his body round on his hips, looks back without losing any forward progress at all. And so now they come up from Club Corner to Abbey again. Reimer absolutely on the ragged edge to come through and complete lap 8. Still riding consistently at about 3 seconds inside the lap record, which was just under 100 miles an hour and is now over 102, nearly 103 miles an hour. Another lap completed into the 9th and last lap of 1 minute 43.2, amazingly consistent. They're coming up to a tail ender. If he gets in the way, things could change. Mawdsley going for the inside. Now, this is the point where Mawdsley, in the past, has taken the lead, and he's going to do it again, and he does it again. But this is also where Terry Reimer keeps the inside line. Mawdsley hasn't been able to get a full machine's length in front of him, and Reimer's kept the inside. And now they're coming up. This tail ender's going to get a nasty shock in a moment, and he does so, but in the process he balks Reimer, and Graham Turnbull from Stockton-on-Tees balked Reimer, but Reimer has fought back incredibly, although Mawdsley is in the lead and Reimer's right over. Wow. Down the hanger straight. This lap and the next one. The next one is the last one. They will get pit signals, and I'm going to be watching them as they go down the finishing straight to see if I can see those signals and what they say. I don't think they'll need any guidance from the pits. They both know they're first and second, and they both know that they will then have some 3 miles in which to stamp their dominance on the race by winning it. Dominance is not quite the right word. They have both dominated it. And Dean Askin, by the way, is still in 3rd position. In 4th place, it's Ricky McMillan. In 5th place, it's Adrian Jupp. And in 6th position, it's Julian Scott. But this is the excitement and interest. We stay with the battle for the lead, which is coming up to the end of the 9th lap at Woodcote, the start of the 10th and last lap, with Terry Reimer in the lead, on his way if he finishes in 1st place at the end of this lap, and they go over the line together. So, last time into Copse, 90 miles an hour. Reimer leads. Mawdsley second. To Maggots, the left-hander. To Beckett's the right-hander, and this time Reimer has got enough of a lead over Mawdsley to prevent the Blackpool man, Kevin Mawdsley, from getting ahead of him as they started going down the hanger straight. And I think that this is going to be by the fastest lap that we've had. It looks as though all the time, number 17, 18-year-old Terry Reimer, riding a brilliantly mature, and what a saucy look he gives there as he looks over his right shoulder to Kevin Mawdsley as if to say, catch me if you can, and I don't think he can now. Down the hanger straight for the last time. That's 130 miles an hour as he goes into Stowe Corner. Terry Reimer is riding a race that we will remember for a long, long time, and somebody's off, as you can see, underneath the express bridge. Now, that's what they're approaching now. This is what Terry Reimer is approaching. There's a problem on the approach to the express bridge. Is he going to slow down? Is Kevin Mawdsley going to slow down? What are they going to see as they come out of Abbey up to Woodcote for the last time? A tremendous problem for them both. The yellow flags are waving, and that means take it easy. And Reimer frantically looks over his shoulder to see where Mawdsley is, and Mawdsley's going to try and go through on the inside, but they're holding it as they go into Woodcote, and Mawdsley is riding around the outside of Reimer to try and take the lead, but Reimer wins and waves his arm victoriously in the air. A brilliant victory, nearly marred by the problems on the approach to the Daily Express Bridge on the last lap. But Terry Reimer has ridden an absolutely magnificent race, as has Kevin Mawdsley, and good friends, the best of friendship. They shake hands at the end of the race. Good sportsmanship after a brilliant race by both of them.
Yes, what a good race that was. Mind you, I think they just use it as practice to become delivery boys and cut me up round London. Anyway,